There you go.
Oh, hey.
Hey, so now we're live. So, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good as well. I mean, what better way to finish an epic evening with an epic guest, right?
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. It is so amazing and awesome to have you here. So, before we start, I have to give you a proper welcome. So, if you have seen some of my episodes before, you know exactly what I'm about to do. If not, let me show you. So,
I'm scared.
yeah. You know, we're just starting here. It's at the moment it's a small operation, but at some point we're gonna have live audience. Who knows? So,
Absolutely.
perfect.
You're doing though, so this is very nice.
Perfect. I love it. So, starting with the whole interview now. Tell me how your acting career started.
Oh, so that's something I've always wanted to do as a child, of course. But it started professionally right after college. When I was in college, I was an art major, and I did a communications/theater class. And then I was I knew that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to approach it. So, I actually got a work study position working at the theater, and I could just watch everything. I could watch all the plays, and I was like, I just got to go for it. So I remember that the very next day I signed up for acting classes in my hometown, and I never looked back.
Love it. And what were some of the challenges that you had when you were starting with your acting career? I mean, because we all have it, right? Whenever we are starting with something, with a project, we're asking ourselves a lot of time, what the hell am I doing? You know?
Oh man, I was asking myself that a lot. Okay, like when I first started, I honestly did not know how to start. I knew I wanted to start, I just didn't know how to do it, how to do it professionally. So, like I said, I started with the acting classes, and I guess the most challenging part was auditioning. It was I was like, you get into these acting schools and they teach you all the basics and fundamentals, and you're like, okay, I got it. And then when you go into a live audition, because back then it wasn't really a tape world like it is now. It was just like there was the director and there was the producer, and then you just walk in and you just do it. And I felt like I knew the lines, but I felt like I didn't know how. I didn't know how to connect. I didn't even know who to look at. I'm like, do I look at the director or do I look over here? I was so new at it. And the director actually had to stop me one time. I'm like, no, start over. And I was like, oh, no. But it was such a good lesson, because the next time, I was so much better. Like it just shows your growth. That was over 10 years ago. So, it just shows your growth when you're starting out.
I love it. And what motivated you at first to continue working with your career?
Oh man, I just knew I would regret everything if I stopped. It was something that I didn't want to just stop doing because I didn't know how or out of fear. So it would be family and probably family and faith.
There you go. I mean, what else would you?
Yeah, exactly. Family and faith, that's what it was.
There you go. Amazing. So in 2018, you were in Antidote, Fight It, and several other more projects. But tell me, were those your first projects, and what are some of the things that you learned from those first experiences and performances as well?
Oh, sure, yes. Okay, so those were Antidote was a short I was in, and so as Fight It. So, the story behind, I would like to talk about Fight It first. It was a really quick short little setup. And I got with some friends in a production. Chris Bilsma actually is the one that I kind of asked to kind of cultivate the whole set. He was the main producer of it. So anyway, basically it's a struggle with my mom fighting cancer. And so me boxing is symbolic for that fight.
Okay.
So the whole short is basically centered around her fighting through it, because we thought she was diagnosed with cancer a few years prior, and we thought it came back in 2018. And so it showed a lot of strength and endurance and perseverance to just fight it, just keep going no matter how ugly it gets. And I took that into that short, and it made it amazing the way it was shot. So I love that.
Love it. I love it. So then you were in YouTube videos and Affection of a Tiger. Tell me, like, what are some of the things that you usually do to prepare a character? I mean, of course, it depends on the role, but like, what usually inspires you to start creating a character?
Absolutely. So, I mean, when I get a character, it has to resonate with me before I even accept it. Like,
Okay.
I have to be familiar with the culture of the character. So, like in YouTube videos and Affection of a Tiger, they were all like very, very powerful, and they resonated with me in a way where I was like, okay, this is definitely what I'm familiar with, so I can do this. I played a mother in Affection of a Tiger. I'm a mother in real life. So, it was just natural. So what I try to find like what is true, and then I try to pull from a personal experience to convey that on camera.
Okay. Okay. Great. So cool. And what would you say that? Yeah, what would you say it's an important aspect when you are in the whole process of character creation?
The most important aspect is definitely finding the truth. It all starts with the writing.
Yeah.
And if you can relate to the writing, and you have a great writing team, and you can identify with the character, then it's hard not to be true to yourself.
I can agree on that. And it's so interesting, right? Whenever this connection gets created, or this, yeah, let's say connection, that this creation is created in which as we, the audience, we care about the character we are watching. We care that much if that character was super close in our lives. It is so interesting when that happens, and the fact that you get invested into this world that we, the audience, are kind of discovering at the same time with you, because you're the one who is portraying the actor we all love and care. It's so amazing, right?
Absolutely. And it's so funny how that can be like both ends. It can be a bad guy, right? But we understand where the bad guy's coming from.
Totally.
So we care. We're on the bad guy's side. It's just how it's your approach and how you connect.
Yeah, and especially with the villains, with the bad guy, it's so interesting, because then you ask yourself, am I a good person, or what is going on here?
Yeah, you have the thoughts. Is very introspective.
Totally. So in 2020, you were in Unsolved Mysteries, but also you were in the Nickelodeon series California Dreaming, and also on this 17, on the 17 you were also in Validations on Signal 23. That's so cool. But tell me about your experience in those projects.
Absolutely. So Validations is a show I'm on currently, and it is on 23 TV. So it's on every platform, and it's a show. It's a drama. I play a character named Rose, and she's kind of in a torn family, but it's really fun to play her because she goes through a lot of growth. She's very, very narrow-minded, and she's very stubborn. But I feel like as you keep watching, you're going to see some of that break. Something's going to happen to her that's going to really wake her up.
Totally.
So that's very exciting to get to do. I know any new character I take on, I get excited about it, because it actually helps me grow as a person as well. So Nickelodeon, actually, that's going to be called California Dreaming. It's a new pilot. It was Counting Stars, but they changed the name just recently. And the premiere of that is December 17th on Teen Nick. And it's because that was my first network booking for Nickelodeon, right? And when I was in college, I was a stagehand, and that's when I knew I was like, I got to do something. I got to around, and I got to go for it. And so, like, all these years later, God would have me, my first network booking on Nickelodeon, be a stagehand. So it was really full circle, and I really enjoyed that part. It was so fun. I got to do my own little stunts, and I'm excited for the show. The kids on the show are amazing. They are super funny. So it's Teen Nick. It's kind of like around my kids' age, so they're really excited too.
Perfect. In general, what do you like the most about acting?
Oh man, I would just say just to play a character and be a memory, like, for someone that they'll never forget that. They'll never forget, or if it's going to be a character they resonate with. It's like a memory that will never die. You know, it may get lost, but it won't die. And that's how I view acting. It's just where you can jump into the life of someone and just change their lives.
Totally. Yeah, I do agree on that. That sometimes movies or TV shows can change somebody's life, man. Especially during this whole crazy times. I mean, besides the whole COVID and everything. I mean, the fact that we can get entertainment, which we can relate somehow, and get us into this kind of moment, which we kind of we kind of either get inspired or we just want to make it change because we got it. Because we saw it on a film. You know, it's so interesting.
It is. It's very therapeutic. I mean, it's helped me through some of the darkest times. Just putting on a funny movie or, you know, a great drama, it'll just help me get through the day. Like, I'm a movie buff. Like, my parents took me to Blockbuster. I don't even think people remember Blockbuster, but we were there like every Thursday and Friday renting movies, like big VH tapes, and just watching them, you know. And it was just, I think that's kind of what ignited me to want to do something in film.
Amazing. Now, what motivates you? I mean, we all get those days, right, in which we just don't want to do it anymore. You know, we just want to give up and go for the stable thing. You know what I mean? Like, what gets you out of this whole toxic thoughts and be like, F it, I'm gonna continue doing my dream?
Oh my God, it can be so toxic and it can be very disheartening. Oh God, it's really tough. It's what gets me through is just the people around me. You gotta have a really good support system. You gotta have a circle of support. You gotta have, and it doesn't even have to be a lot of people. I can probably count the people on my hand that are like that I know that'll be there for me through thick and thin and just encourage me. Because there's days where I'm like, I mean, I would be lying if I said there's days I feel like I don't want to like go on and continue this. Like, the rejection is tough. Hearing those no's and be like, I you know, it's like, why? Like, I did everything right. I don't know what they want. And you get so confused and you get all in your head, but you gotta let that go because it's part of the business. And you understand that, you know, you're doing this just because it's your passion and you can't just throw it away because someone else doesn't like it. Like, all it takes is one yes. And then there you have it, you know?
Totally. And if you could describe your career at the moment, on a movie, TV show, a book, why not? What would be the title of it?
Man, the title of my career at the moment, it would definitely be The Journey, because I'm still on that. So that definitely would be the title.
Yeah, that's deep. I like it. And would it be a movie, TV show, or book?
Can it be all three? No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely a movie because, you know, I mean, I love a great book and I love a great TV show, but I think my heart is in the film world. So maybe a movie.
There you go. So, if you could describe your career as well, but this time on a drink, which one would you pick?
Ooh, a drink. Oh man, it's gonna be some straight hard liquor. It's gonna be probably Crown and Coke.
Okay.
I ain't an alcoholic, but you know, that's the only drink I like.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. And my last question here, Angel, tell me, what can we expect from you in the future?
Oh, definitely more TV shows, more films. I want to do more directing. So, you know, all of that, all of the above, cinema wise.
I love it. I mean, I can't wait. You know, I can't wait to see more of your awesome work here, and I'm super sure the fact that you keep pushing it, the fact that you keep working on it, it is really cool. And I do believe that epic things happen to those who do things from heart. You know what I mean? The fact that they are real with it, and the fact that they just want to do their thing. They just want to do the thing they love the most, regarding of fame or whatever. I mean, the fact that you're doing what you love, it is super cool. And I mean, I give you huge props for it. And also, I can't wait to see more of your awesome work. And who knows, at some point we might see you in more TV shows, movies,
absolutely,
books. Why not? I mean, we have like a lot of cool ideas here, and it is amazing. And also, I mean, I want to thank those who are watching this right now. I mean, thanks so much. And also, if you are watching this later on YouTube or listening to this later on Spotify or Apple Music, make sure that you're following Angel in all of social media. Normally, what I would say is for you to put pause, then leave a like, subscribe, follow super quick. It helps me a lot. Then hydrate possibly after, eat a cookie. Why not?
Yeah.
And then go follow Angel. Leave a million likes. I mean, let's make sure that everybody knows of all of her hard work she does. And again, thank you so much. Before sending you off, you know the drill. I mean, I need to send you off properly in that big way. So
Yes. Oh, and before you send me off, definitely everyone watch Nickelodeon, or Teen Nick actually, next Friday, I believe. Is that December 17th? I believe it's next Friday. I could be wrong, but December 17th at 9 p.m. We will be premiering California Dream. So excited about that.
there you go. There you go. I mean, I can wait. So let's now go with the epicness. So. So keep killing it, keep being amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right. Bye. Take care.
Bye.